What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's your girl, Megan Savage. And today I'm going to go over some questions that you guys sent me on Instagram. And honestly, a lot of these I get asked all the time. If you're not already following my Instagram, you know what to do. But these questions are great to get the answers to, especially if you are new to the trading scene or feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So these are the top 10 questions that y'all asked me. So let's jump on in. Question 1. When should I expect to see a return on my money? This is such a real question. It's probably my most number one ask. And the truth is you should expect it to take time. And not all traders are built the same. Something to keep in mind though is just because a person is making more money than you in the beginning does not mean that they're going to make more money than you in the end. Not that it's a comparison game at all, but I've seen traders that are extremely successful today not make money for their first 2 years of trading. But now they never have to work a job and they make unseen amounts. And I'm going to be real, just speaking on my own story, it also depends how seriously you're actually taking this. I know for me, I started in 2021, but I didn't really start making money till I think it was like 2022 or 2023. And the reason being is I wasn't taking it seriously. I would start for a couple months and then stop, and then do it a couple months and then stop. Let me tell you what, when I tell you if you actually lock in for a year, your entire life could change, I really do mean that. So just don't expect to be making thousands of dollars from your $100 deposit in your first couple months. In the beginning, your focus should be learning and protecting your capital. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, any losses you take is the tuition that you need to pay in order to gain the skill. What comes into my head when I hear this question is going up to a personal trainer when you first sign up to a gym and saying, okay, how soon can I lose 40 pounds? That depends on a plethora of things. Are you actually staying consistent with your workout schedule? Are you eating the right things at home? Sleep is a factor. Are you doing the correct workouts? There's never going to be a guaranteed time on when you're going to make X amount of money. And if anybody tries to tell you there is, run. That is a scam. What I can guarantee you is this. If you do nothing, your life will stay the exact same. And if you stick with it, whether it's a year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, you will be able to live the life you've always wanted and better yet, provide for your loved ones like no one ever has. Number 2, regulated versus unregulated brokers. What does that mean? This is a great question, actually. And it's honestly more complex than people realize. A regulated broker, all this really means is they are legally allowed to advertise and serve certain customers in a specific area. So yes, there is oversight. But that doesn't mean every regulated broker is amazing. Sometimes the only difference is that regulated broker is allowed to spend more money on ads and maybe jump through some paperwork hoops. There are plenty of unregulated brokers that pay out reliably and have great reviews. And there are also regulated brokers with horrible customer service and hidden fees. What matters most is transparency and a real track record of them paying out their traders. Because at the end of the day, that's the only thing we really care about. Always look for payout proof or honest reviews from real people. There are fake bad and good reviews out there. What I've personally done is if I'm unsure if the broker is good or bad, I will deposit a small amount of money and actually just test it out for myself. If you're new to the scene and you guys are wanting a little bit of help in the broker area, I will attach 2 brokers down below that I have tested and tried out. All of my students use them. One is regulated, works everywhere except the United States, Singapore, and Australia, I believe. Using the link below, you will get 100% deposit bonus, meaning whatever you put in for your first deposit, they will match that in leverage. So if you put in $1,000, they'll put in $1,000. So you have $2,000 to trade with. And that bonus is for the PU Prime link down below. And the second broker is HeroFX, guys. I absolutely love this broker. They're unregulated, meaning that if you are in the States and you want to be able to trade with leverage, trade gold, trade whatever you want, you can trade that there. Amazing customer service. My payouts come within 30 minutes to 60 minutes. They also have the 100% deposit bonus. And they also have 10x accounts, which I absolutely love. If you don't know what that is, I explained it on my last video. And I also have an IG reel that goes in depth about it. But those are by far my favorite top regulated and unregulated brokers that my team uses. Question number 3. How is Forex trading different than gambling? The difference is skill and risk management. Gambling is pure chance. Think slot machines, roulette, where the odds are most likely to beat you. Trading is about skill development. You're using a real strategy, you are tracking your results, most importantly, controlling your risk. If you are trading with no plan or no risk management, you are gambling. There's no difference. But if you're making decisions based on repeatable rules, back-tested strategies, and protecting your losses, then that is when it becomes a career. Question 4, how much money do I really need to start trading? That is another big one. I actually have a whole video on this where I walk you through how you can start small and still scale up. Here's the cold truth. You do not need thousands of dollars to start. You can open up an account with as little as 50 to 100 bucks. The main importance is it is money that you can afford to lose. This is not rent money. This is not food money. If you trade with money that you are scared to lose, I promise you, you will lose it and you will have a bitter taste in your mouth when it comes to trading. Like I said before, trading is 90% psychology, 90% mindset. So if you are constantly worried about, oh my gosh, if I lose this trade, I can't afford to eat, you will make dumb decisions. The trades that you take that will make you $20 are the same trades that you will take that will make you $20,000. It's about learning how to optimize your strategy. When you start to see that you're growing that small account faster based on repeatable actions, then you can start throwing in more money and compound that to hit your goals even faster. In my compounding video, I actually share a plan. With patience and consistent risk management, I teach people how to scale anywhere from $2,000 to $4,000 in their first year to 2 years. And that's $2,000 to $4,000 in profits while compounding your account to be bigger. But don't rush. The early stages is for learning and protecting your capital. And when you're ready to learn how to scale and compound the correct way, take a look at the video and give that a watch. Fifth question, can I trade part-time while working or in school? Absolutely you can. That's actually how most people start, including me. You can set your trading sessions around your schedule. It's not about locking in for 8 to 12 hours. Sometimes an hour to 3 hours a day can go a lot further than that. And like I mentioned before, when you're trading with money that you can afford to lose, there's a lot less stress on you. So working that job, I actually tell people, if you want to go and work another part-time job while learning how to trade so you can trade with that money, you will actually probably be more successful than if you had very, very minimal coming in. Number 6, what tools or platforms do I actually need to get started? Don't overcomplicate it. Like I said, you need a reliable broker, a trading platform. So this could be MetaTrader, this could be TradeLocker. Personally, I've used both. I prefer TradeLocker, although MetaTrader is more beginner friendly. You need a way to journal your trades, whether it's on your computer, on your phone, or just with a pen and a paper. And you need to set up a demo account. I would just say find a way to stay organized. That's really it. You can add more tools as you go and to fill the gaps that you need. Number 7, do I need to pay for a trading course or group to succeed? This is important, honestly, guys, and to get real about it, no, you do not. You do not need to pay for some fancy course or a group. I will say, though, it depends on what type of level of success you're wanting to hit and the time frame you want to hit it. It's just like the gym. You can go to the gym, you can get your dream body, but a personal trainer does help you with that. So maybe you would hit your dream body in maybe 3 years, maybe you hit it in 1. However, platforms like YouTube are free. There is so much to offer, so much good education. I do want to be honest on something that I've actually fallen trapped to. YouTube can give you information overload, which causes analysis paralysis because you're learning from so many different teachers all at once. Every trader and every teacher has their own ways of defining things. Support, order blocks, even what a trend is. Here's a quote I love. If you chase 2 rabbits, you'll catch none. Focus on one teacher, one style while you're building your foundation. Otherwise, your brain will overload and you will get discouraged and stop. I've seen it time and time again. If you are wanting extra help besides watching videos, there are tons of other options that you can do if you are willing to pay. And to be frank with you, I've actually lost more money trading on my own than when I was actually with a community. There are free communities. I have one. I'll drop it in the link below if you were wanting some extra help. But there are tons of actually great courses and great paid groups that have tons of information that can help you succeed faster. Is it needed? No. I'll say not. Will it help you? Yes, I'll say that as well. 8, how do I know what to trade and when? This honestly comes down to lifestyle, patience, and time zone. If you're trading in the morning, New York session opens up the action in Forex and indices. If you're working during the day and have to trade later, you'll most likely trade Asia session, and you will see less movement. So if you're going to trade then, pairs like AUD JPY or NZD JPY would be more active then. But your patience also matters. If you're fast action and don't like holding trades overnight, you are definitely more of a scalper or intraday trader. I would stick with highly volatile assets, something like US 30 or NAS 100, or major currency pairs. If you're more patient, maybe you're a swing trader. You will most likely hold your trades for longer periods. And a quick breakdown for you guys, a scalper is somebody who is in the charts in minutes, like they're in and they're out, and usually takes many trades in one session. Intraday traders like myself will do that, but also hold trades for a couple hours and are for sure done by end of day or end of session. And swing traders will hold for days and sometimes even weeks. Figure out what best suits your lifestyle and that will help you a lot. Number 9, what is the best strategy for beginners? I will always recommend SMC. This is Smart Money Concepts. This is a system about understanding how institutions trade, like big banks and hedge funds. I've used leggy indicators in the past, and let me tell you, I prefer SMC because it teaches you to read the footprints that banks are leaving on the charts, looking for liquidity, understanding why price reverses, and waiting for high probability setups. It's also great for beginners because it really focuses you to slow down, wait for confirmation, and actually think before you enter. SMC builds both your confidence and your edge. And if you've never heard of it, make sure to check out my page because I talk about it quite a lot. And last question, what are the biggest mistakes new traders make and how can I avoid them? Well, that's a fireball. There are two that stand out. First is going in without a plan, risking way too much and blowing your accounts on trying to make money fast. This is not a lottery ticket. Those type of people are the reason why other people think trading is gambling when it's not. The second one is information overload, bouncing from one strategy to another teacher and never mastering any of them. I understand that when you first start trading, it can be very overwhelming and your brain is yelling at you, telling you that you're not on the right path. That is your inner critic, your inner saboteur. If one person was successful with that strategy that you're learning, that means you can too. It's just a learning curve. Like I said, I started in 2021 and there is still people that I know to this day that do not know how to place a trade on their own because they've been bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. Don't be that guy. So that's it, guys. I hope these questions help give you a little bit more direction and calm the overwhelm. If you have more questions, feel free to DM me or just drop them in the comments. Trading is building a skill, just like learning a sport or a new language. Give yourself some patience. And if you've made it this far, give yourself some credit that you're actually deep diving into your education. That's 90% more than what most people do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, you're savage, not average, and I'll see you on the next video.